The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat, pop open a cold one with all of your friends. It is Wednesday night, only a couple hairs past 10 p.m., and you've been granted access to the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. Whether you're a friend or you're a fiend, boy, girl, or in between, you are tuned in to a brand new episode of The Black Files.
That's right. Welcome one, welcome all, nerds all over the internet. It is Wednesday, June 10th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday evening. And we're not getting into the topic yet, but holy crap, the more we get into 2026, like this is becoming a weird fucking timeline.
We've been in a weird fucking timeline.
No, I thought 2025 was weird, but this year just took it to a whole nother level.
Dude, we've been in the weirdest fucking timeline ever since they ended Harambe. All right, he was an anchor being that held our entire timeline in check, and if he hadn't been mercilessly gunned down the way he was, then maybe, just maybe, the world wouldn't be on fire right now.
Yeah, I know. It was a shame the way he went out, man. I think at this point, everybody was channeling their inner Wolverine when Wolverine went to avenge that bear in that one movie.
You mean the Wolverine?
No, that other movie.
I'm your host, Juan Arouse, folks, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team. I'm the dude who is bashing my head against the final boss fight in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Y'all remember how I had to, not the white-haired Bishi with one arm who was stuck in the tank who was stuck in the Bacta tank for 200 years, but the best buddy who betrays you, all because, I have a father, I'm a father, I have a little girl, I'm a widower, you have to feel bad for me. No, the fuck we don't! You stole a whole planet, asshole!
And then Kyle said, I know you have a daughter. She's next.
Oh, no.
And that's how look who's here. Dark side mechanic.
Wow, you might as well segue to his introduction, Juan.
No, I'm segueing to all y'all over here. First things first, let me go ahead and introduce our whole crew tonight. We've got the usual suspects. Let's go ahead and introduce the lovely ladies of the Ravens Flock, our personal Starlight Roads and cosplayers extraordinaire. Give it up for Zayana Rose and Dragon Fang Cosplay.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute. I was like, say hello. Wait, is it muted? Hi.
I'm just surviving.
I think we're all surviving this timeline.
I'm so sorry, Dragon Fang.
I need sleep.
She's got work in the morning. She has to go. Where is it? You got to go over to Winter Park? No. What?
Odessa.
Odessa.
That's just as bad, though. Fuck.
And traffic sucks.
Oh my god, I am so fucking sorry. That is
worse than Tampa?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yo, you try to drive from where they're at over to Odessa and we'll fucking see.
I mean, Tampa's kind of worse.
Well, Tampa's a metropolitan area, but it's still a fucking half-hour drive and stuff.
Please understand, half of our population is made of old people and the other half is made of older people. Every day you get on that road, you put your life on the line against people that have no life to put on the line. So we're basically betting with all the chips and hoping to God.
We're betting with all our chips. We've got an empty hand with no cards in our hands, and we're being instructed to bluff. That's what we're doing.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But enough about modern Yu-Gi-Oh!
Give it up, folks, for the host of Los Amigos Play, a man with a million opinions and zero apologies, our chief interviewer, and the man who cannot be quieted by anybody, no matter how hard you fucking try. Give it up for Mr. Angel Mendez.
The truth cannot be silenced, and neither can I. Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us today and join us in another spectacular episode of What the Hell is Happening in the World. My name is Angel. It is a pleasure to be right here with my friends listening to you and have you all listening to us. Guys, You know you can just play the original God of War games right now? They're just available in a collection for the PS3. And I was starting to play in the first game, and you know why I realized why I like him more than the new games?
Because
Why do you like it more than the new?
A simple phrase, my man. Less is more. Kratos says a lot less, but he does a lot more in the original games. And those few moments, I feel they hit harder because they're not constantly repeated and hammered into your head over and over. Did you guys know that the original Kratos actually kept a diary?
There isn't an original Kratos. In the games. I thought you meant
Yeah. In the OG games, he actually kept a diary on the boat. And it happens like right after you have the first sex minigame. Do you know what it says on the diary?
What?
It doesn't matter how many women I take to my bed. They all remind me of her.
Fucking hell. Weird Spartans.
Yeah. Anyway, good times here. I hope you enjoy the show as much as I enjoy watching it for you. Yeah.
We appreciate you there, Angel. Thank you. And folks, let's not forget the man who started it all, the founder of the Ravens Flock, executive producer and content manager of the channel, host of Wrestle Rewind and our flagship show, the Ravens Flock. Give it up for Mr. Jose Casabona!
Thank you very much for that awesome introduction. Happy to be here with all my friends and happy to be here with all our viewers watching at home. I spent a good chunk of my afternoon on Twitter pretty much tweeting and retweeting idiots being idiots and just calling them out on it because Twitter is riddled with idiots.
Never go to Twitter if you actually like something.
That's true. You don't go to Twitter if you
No. There was something else that was this is more a little niche. This is an isolated incident. I told Juan about this. Like somebody someone who claims to be a journalist made a post that was very degrading and very disgusting, and I ultimately hated. Plus, the journalist is actually outed themselves a while ago as being transphobic and being misogynistic.
So they're an asshole.
They're a bona fide asshole.
And that's why you don't pay attention to social media. It's better for your health.
Exactly. But you should pay attention to what I'm about to say. Folks, like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So make sure you hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got on our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everybody know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs just to keep our lights on. However, there's a way that you can help rescue us all from this dim and dismal fate, and that's by doing what you find folks at home do best, which is supporting the Ravens Flock by liking our content, commenting both during and after the stream, especially if you're commenting during the stream, and if you're hyping during the stream, and also if you want to give little gifts in the chat. Buying little tokens or whatever and using those tokens to send us special emojis. I don't know what the hell YouTube is trying to do except ripping off TikTok, except, not as good, but whatever. That's just the way it is, I guess. Things will never be the same, but that's not what's important. What's important is that you folks spread the word of everything that we try to do here. We are a nerd culture news channel. We have cut our teeth by going to anime conventions for over 10 years. We've been going to these conventions, interviewing guests and attendees, covering the latest topics that go through the minds of nerds everywhere, and just try to give our take and try to also explain it down to folks who may not be as nerdy as us. We try to invite you into our world. We actually want to open it up just a little bit. I know Angel believes that they should discriminate even harder. However, I would like to say that opening it up actually gives us the opportunity to be able to separate the wheat from the chaff. How do you know if you don't start by collecting? Which is which? You don't. That's why you got to start collecting people. Why am I treating people like Pokemon? The point is, I'm trying to catch
because eventually you will begin to dehumanize people, especially the ones you want to help. What is it that they say? Something about the road to hell?
But don't you try to start parables with me?
No parables. It's merely a side effect. Everybody wants to help everybody. Everybody wants to be a good person. But there's a very thin line between I'm helping you because you need it, and I'm helping you because I know better. Which one are you, Mr. Arouse?
We know which one I am. I'm the one
I
who
thought I
helps
did
because
once.
no one else will.
Good, very good. I appreciate that strength of character. It allows people to make great things. It allows people to do horrible things.
Luckily for you, I'm not interested in doing horrible things unless you're an asshole to me, in which case I will do very horrible things with the power of my office, and that's a guarantee.
Yes, my king, yes.
I'm not a king.
Accept no weakness.
I'm not a king, you dumb nuts.
Your humble vizier Wormtongue is here to advise you in all matters.
Bitch, I don't need a worm tongue!
I gotta give myself a code name. I also gotta give myself a hunchback, and I gotta cradle my hands malevously like a fly.
Also, you need to stay out of direct sunlight for an entire year and let your eyes become all jaundiced and shit in order to get that orange effect on it, so that when you come out and skulking out of the shadows, they kind of glow a little bit, and that's when you have to say my liege and shit.
My liege, the visitors have come with requests. Would you like to address them directly, or shall I dismiss them for another time?
Poop pants.
Yeah, I think the king can do a few more orders today.
Fucking hell. Point is, the most important thing that you guys can always do is making sure that you hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content, and make sure that you never miss a beat, and make sure that you're subscribed to us, and everyone that you refer us to is subscribed. Because the more folks you refer us to, the more subscribers we get. The more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers can come out of it. And before you know it, we'll be completely self-sustaining to the point where we're no longer just doing this channel for the love of the game, but also as our livelihood. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members-only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite Motley Crew nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Let's go. I don't see anybody chatting in the chat quite yet, but that doesn't matter. We'll answer any questions that come up as they come up, but for the time being, let's get into it.
Absolutely. Hang on. Let me start. 3, 2, 1. Everything is awesome. Everything is
awesome. You're played by Chris Pratt.
Everything is awesome when you're living a dream.
Man, this song is so good. I could sing it all day. 24 hours later.
Are you sure that this song is not going to get stuck inside your head?
No, it's already there.
This
Too late.
song's gonna
It's
get
never
stuck
leaving. I lost 3 childhood memories. It's still there.
Fuck. Dragon Fangs, I don't know. Oh my god, how dare you. Now I'm over here trying to get other things in my head.
It was fun.
I was trying to get...
You know what else is fun? Legos are fun.
I know, but...
Lego is fun. Legos are so fun. They make waffles out of them.
I'll blame Angel later. It's okay.
You're welcome.
Wait, you made waffles out of Legos?
Yeah. They were so good, people made waffles out of them. You ever seen that shit? They had children fighting over the Legos.
It's crazy. Also, Juancho, if you were to tell this story what we're about to talk about to any other person that's outside of outside of the flock or whatever, they would fucking laugh at your face.
For the record, I am that person because I literally have no idea what the hell's going on.
Get a load of this, folks. The reason why we're bringing up Legos over here is because we've stumbled across a story that has been building apparently for the better part of a couple months over here, and which stems from a small, humble store out in the middle of Bumblefuck, Utah, at the tail end of 2024. Fast forwarding to now, culminating in arrests, court gag order, court mandated gag orders, conspiracy.
We're still talking about Legos, right?
The conspiracies between corporate goons and possible involvement with local police and thereof, and also the theft of over $200,000 worth of collectibles. And yes, Angel,
excuse me, what?
We're talking.
Angel, I know this is stupid. Don't you dare get up from your seat. You sit down.
Yeah, sit your ass down. Plant it. Jose, do you have our Greyhound tickets? 5 tickets to Stupid Town, one-way trip. Do you have our tickets ready?
No stops on the way, I presume, because what you just told me a series of sentences, and then you capped it off with a period that genuinely throws the whole thing off. You're telling me a murder mystery, and then you tell me it's happening over Labubus. What the fuck is going on?
Oh, you don't want to know the shit that happens over the boo-boos.
Yes,
That
I do.
shit will
Tell
keep
me.
you up at night. And just to drive the point home, almost the actual business of Legos, the Lego company, the entire industry of the franchises that it works with, the sales of Legos, the Duplos, the resale business, the collector's items fucking market. Apparently, all that shit is worth somewhere in the ballpark of $25 billion.
That's a lot of plastic.
That is a lot of plastic. It is. Very much so. And we're going to be talking about a fucking bloody conspiracy of crime and betrayal and miscommunications and cooking books and all sorts of chicanery, all because of fucking Legos. Okay. All aboard the stupid town train, the stupid town bus. Oh my fucking god. And actually, let's see, how much is the Labubu, like, doll?
Wait, you're actually looking it up?
Yeah, now that Angel put it in my fucking head.
Well,
now, everybody knows Legos. It's Legos, the classic, iconic, all-American style hobby of putting lots of little bricks of plastic together to form different things. Fun fact, I was actually introduced to Legos in Cuba. A friend of mine, Jordanis, I hope he's still alive. He had a set of Legos, and I recall briefly that the box, it was supposed to build up like a building and a helicopter. It was like a rescue operation thing, but like half of the pieces were missing. So most of the time, we just basically splattered a bunch of blocks together, and we made these horrifying architectural monstrosities that the world doesn't deserve to see. And Lego is pretty much all about that. It's about giving you a set, but allowing your imagination to run wild, so you can build what you want and leave it on the floor for your parents to step on and curse the fact that they had a child that day. Fuck yeah, I love Legos, man.
That's right. Ladies, I don't know if what your childhood experiences with Legos may have been. I don't know if you ever collected them or had a set of Legos for yourselves.
Constantly stepping on them.
We also got Hot Wheels, but no, we love Legos.
Yeah.
Love Legos.
Yay, Legos.
All the Hot Wheels.
Oh my god, yes. The Legos Hot Wheels. And Jose,
How dare you think that we won't play with Legos?
I didn't say you would. I wasn't trying to imply that you didn't play with Legos. I was just asking what your personal experience with the world of Legos had been in your time. That's all. I meant no disrespect.
Wonderful building things that actually aren't what you're supposed to be building because creativity.
Yep.
And
Legos
then
are
stepping on
fun.
one that you forgot that you left lying around.
Stepping on one. Oh my god. No.
Constantly, we always forget that one piece.
The one piece that blends in with purpose.
Yes.
Angel,
The brown ones.
keep dreaming.
Yes.
Don't give it up.
Good times.
And then trying not to cry.
And
As
how
you,
foot.
as you
The only thing
take
that
it
makes me
on
cry
your
is the
foot.
realization that Lego, just like many other hobbies of today, has been commodified for people that have too much money and not enough time. Current Lego sets go off for hundreds of dollars if you want like the really fancy ones. It's so stupid.
Like, it's just like with Pokemon cards and all that stuff. Back then, they were very cheap to get, and people bought them to play with them. Now it's
And
just
then they
like
become ridiculously.
status symbol.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
My brother in Christ, they are plastic blocks.
Like, look, whenever we would go to anime conventions or whenever we would go to, like, larger cons like MegaCon or whatever, sometimes you would see, like, a collector's display in the main vendor's hall, right? Or they would have it off in some corner where you're like, okay, well, here's a whole collection of different, like, Lego sets all built out for people to be able to ooh and ah and oh hey, this is so cool, and they would also have like a little corner for like the kids to be able to play in or whatever, and like oh hey, just in order to keep the toddlers out of the way for part of the afternoon, right? You know, we've seen those, right? So,
Of course.
So yeah, so we would over here be thinking that, you know, this is for everybody. Jose, what was our first major Lego set that we had?
That's a good one because we had a lot. We had a lot of mint Legos. I remember back in 1999 when we had the Lego set of the Sith Infiltrator for Star Wars: The Phantom Menace.
Oh, yep, that's the one.
Oh man, it's been a while.
Guess what? That box set. Take a look over here. You're not gonna. I'm gonna pull up the share screen for you guys. But the original box set for that specific Lego set, I kid you not, is reselling at $160 for that one specific set.
$160.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit's too much, my man.
Isn't
I'm
that fucking
actually
beautiful
curious,
though?
how much is the Hogwarts Express one?
Expensive.
Because that's the one that we played with the most. We
Yep.
made our own little
We
train.
never got the castle though.
Oh man, you never did?
No.
Oh poop. God dang it. Yeah, no, look, that's a damn shame. And so, like, and it's not even like the fucking I'm looking at the set over here and I'm getting all nostalgic and shit. Like, oh, this is so awesome. These were wonderful memories of the halcyon days of our youth. Fast forward to like the newer version of it. It's not that much cheaper. Like the newer fucking version of this bad boy. They're reselling at $112 over here for like the non
Christ.
just like just the standard box version. Oh, and just to show you, and this has been celebrating 25 years of Lego Star Wars. You get a little figurine of Saw Gerrera to go with your set because nothing completes the set like Forrest Whitaker being an asthmatic, psychotic, like mass murdering insurrectionist. It was totally
Yay!
Yeah. Forrest Whitaker's character lost his mind by then. He was huffing on them fumes. His sister Rido. And she loves him.
Well, you can't pick your family. Sometimes you just gotta learn to live with it.
And that's how he lives with it, by
Unless you're Dante and Virgil, then you just learn to try to kill each other every week or so.
or in Saw Gerrera's case, by huffing fumes. Because
using tentacle weird alien.
for interrogating people and torturing them. But
Listen, the rebellion has to do hard things to keep this shit going. Not everything can be heroic trench runs and dramatic lightsaber fights. Sometimes you gotta do some hard shit, and sometimes you gotta put somebody in the tentacle fuckery chair, because sometimes you like to watch.
you.
Hey, I'm just saying, not everybody in that rebellion was morally righteous. In fact, I'm pretty sure there was some bad people taking advantage of that chaos. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to see that. If we're doing all this expansion universe stuff, let's make a series of a character like Benicio del Toro's traitor in that Jedi movie, who is very clearly an immoral dipshit, but he's helping the good guys because it's convenient. I want to see some anti-heroes. No, I want to see some anti-villains in here.
You know what? I can't really argue against that. That would be interesting. I'm sorry, but
It's a big galaxy. Lots of stories to tell. I'm just saying.
I love me some Star Wars. I can't deny. But just getting back to the actual point of all this, with Legos being a gigantic collector's market and being a gigantic industry, there's actually an entire chain of stores that specialize in just selling Legos and buying Legos and trading Legos and being able to offer deals on buying Lego sets, even collectible Lego sets that aren't in circulation anymore. That company apparently, and this was like news to me until the fucking story came out, is a company called Bricks and Minifigs. How adorable, how charming. And I actually want to see where their stores are nationwide, because apparently Bricks and Minifigs is all over the place. Allegedly, there's a spot here in the Bay Area. I don't know where, but I'm gonna find out. I could have sworn they said there was like in Clearwater in St. Petersburg, but I'm gonna check.
It's always St. Pete somehow.
Holy God. This is a bigger freaking business than I realized. They got stores everywhere. Shit. Except apparently in North Dakota. Or Wyoming. But then again, nothing really happens in those states. Those states are too square, especially Wyoming.
Good.
Wyoming's too square.
Appreciate states where nothing happens. You know what that means? That means that you don't get it. Don't forget, the only reason Florida has the reputation it has is because we publicize every single crime that we get. Our entire criminal records are public for everybody. The other states are cowards, but we don't give a shit. We will put down our pants and show our ballsack to the whole world. Kiss it.
Let me actually get over to where these guys are here in the Sunshine State, also known as America's Wang. Let's see here.
Look at the size of my Floridian penis.
Let me see here. There's one up here in Tampa? What the fuck? No way. No way. No effing way. No fucking way. No. Is this where I think it is? Joseph, is this where I think it is? Northwest McFarland? No, it's not. It's apparently... Oh, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
Check it. At 2800 North McDill Avenue, just off of McDill Avenue and Columbus Drive. So, actually not too terribly far from where we are, but geez. But they have apparently a store in Brandon. I'm guessing at the Brandon Town Mall. No, that's not
That pretty awesome.
And geez, yeah, there they are. St. Pete and their Clearwater address. Yeah, no, like you guys called it. It is in St. Petersburg. I'm guessing the Tyrone Square Mall because it says it's in Tyrone Boulevard. No, stop it. No, stop it. No, stop it. God damn it, I'm just trying to see. No, I'm not trying to. Oh, whatever. Point is, you get the idea. These guys specialize in selling nothing but motherfucking Legos. You want pieces for a mini figure of yourself or of your own, you can buy the pieces yourself and you can put it together yourself. You can sell and trade and buy previously owned like Lego sets if they're in good condition and shit. So you'd think that, hey, this is this ain't too bad. You're cornering a market that nobody realizes exists. It's a niche and people will pay money for niches, right? It's no different.
I mean, hey, it's a hobby. When you get down to it, any hobby can be made monetary out of it. And depending how well you have it and how willing you are to not deal with some complications, you can have a solid fan base. And more importantly, it's Legos. Even if, admittedly, the toy industry has fallen by the wayside with the advent of the internet and video games, there's always going to be an audience for kids that like to play with toys, you know?
Oh, I'm aware, and it's only a little bit depressing. I didn't have a lot of money while my kid was growing up to be able to enrich their lives with copious amounts of Legos for them to be able to explore their imagination. Maybe they'd love me more.
At least you introduced them to Transformers, and hey, we all dig giant robots.
Yeah, you dig giant robots. I dig giant robots.
I dig giant robots.
Chicks dig giant robots. We dig giant robots.
Yes, we do.
Nice.
Dorks. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. We're not the only ones who've been covering this entire ordeal. Bricks and Minifigs has come under fire for a massive scandal that has apparently been brewing for the better part of a year and a half now. So let's get into it. Thankfully, the folks at Kotaku have come up with a nice little handy-dandy timeline for us to be able to follow. A nice little narrative, so to speak, in order to fill into on this. Because we have a YouTuber who was brought into the fight, namely for their passion for trolling people, I guess. I don't know.
Of course.
But this shit got real serious real fast. So let's start with this Kotaku article here. Star Wars Lego lawsuits and leaked body cam footage. The entire Reckless Ben versus Bricks and Minifigs drama so far. And this was published earlier today, June 10th, written by Lewis Parker for Kotaku. Yes, this dude is Reckless Ben. Why does he just look like the actor of Napoleon Dynamite? Is that what everybody in Utah looks like?
Yes. Fuck. Actually, 90% of the families in Utah are a variation of Napoleon Dynamite. The other 10% are coyotes.
Huh.
Scary, ain't it? What the hell? I was.
That is very scary.
I was joking at first. I like now that I was looking, like, oh my god, he does actually look like Napoleon Dynamite now that I'm looking at it properly. Yikes. Okay, so let's see here. If you spent a single millisecond on the internet the past 2 weeks, you're likely aware of the name Reckless Ben. Let's see, Ben Reckless Schneider. This is why do these guys always have the name Schneider? Jeez, I'm sorry. It's so weird.
Schneider.
This quest to reclaim.
Hey, cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks.
Who said anything about it being anti-Semitic? My brain was just like, no.
Keep going. Going.
There's it just brings up like another thing, like people calling Zack Snyder Zack Schneider. I'm like, no, it's Snyder.
Yeah,
I've never heard anybody do that. Well, why are we getting hung up about this? Keep reading.
Because there's an anime by the name of Dark Schneider, which is actually a pretty good anime called Bastard.
Oh my lord. Let's see here. Ben Schneider's quest to reclaim a $200,000 Lego Star Wars collection has taken some truly bizarre turns over the last week, and the story is moving at such a rapid pace that even though it's quite literally my job, I've been struggling to keep up with it. It's also ballooned into such a big story that Ben's crusade against Lego resellers, Bricks and Minifigs has managed to fully breach the internet's containment. As yesterday, my own mother even asked me if I've, quote, heard about this Lego thing on the news. With that in mind, it's probably a good idea for us all to go over the story so far, that we are prepared for whatever so that we're prepared for whatever ridiculous twist awaits us in Ben's ongoing investigation, and so you can forward this article to your parents instead of explaining it to them. Thank you, Lewis Parker. Whoever this person is, a saint. Jesus Christ. All right, so the pre-reckless context. In November 2023, Brian Mansell and his father, Eric Mansell. Okay, so we've got the Mansells family. Consigned a hefty Lego Star Wars collection valued at somewhere between $200,000 and $250,000 over to a Bricks and Minifigs store in Salem, Oregon. Okay? The Mansells decided to sell their collection through Bricks and Minifigs due to Eric's declining health, and according to the franchise owners at the time, Crystal Law and Benjamin Gorman, roughly half of the Mansells' collection had sold by November 2024. Okay, so it seems like it's a good start, right?
Congratulations. You're selling big bucks. You're making big money. People are getting their Legos. Everybody's happy.
Right? You'd think that's okay. Nope. Likewise, in November 2024, per the details outlined in a lawsuit against Reckless Ben by Bricks and Minifigs Franchising, or BAMF, the nerve. The nerve of them. They're appropriating mutant culture there, Angel.
They're gonna get a very angry call from Samuel Jackson in the future.
Oh my God, you're right. They're appropriating Samuel Jackson culture.
What do you mean that's not trademark? I went to the trademark office myself.
Oh my God, no shit. You're right. No, he would have a much better stake than Nightcrawler, because for one thing, he's a real person.
I did not spend all these millions of dollars to make a real life, scientifically actually working lightsaber. Do you people steal this shit from me?
Motherfucker, oh my God.
Mr. Jackson, you made an actual lightsaber? Yes, it's very expensive.
It's very expensive, motherfucker. It's a superheated plasma blade held in containment with a magnetic field. Do you know how expensive and how dangerous it is to have superheated plasma? It's very expensive. Why do you
Every
think
time
I keep
swing
making
this thing,
movies?
I open another hole in the ozone layer.
Why do you think I keep making movies despite being a millionaire? Why do you think I'm taking Capital One advertising money even though I don't need it? Motherfucker, I gotta pay for my lightsaber.
Oh my Lord.
Then he goes really quiet and goes, it takes $200 million to swing this thing for 15 seconds.
Fuck. All right, get back in the article.
All right, so so far so good. We got a business, we're selling Legos. What happened?
All right, likewise, in November 2024, per the details outlined in the lawsuit against Reckless Ben by Bricks and Minifigs franchising, the company issued a notice of immediate termination against the Bricks and Minifigs store in Oregon, alleging the store owners, Law and Gorman, had defaulted on their accounts. As a result, the Mansells' remaining consigned inventory was allegedly repossessed by Bricks and Minifigs franchising. So they're basically saying, oh, no. These, the stores here for Bricks and Minifigs, they're not a corporate chain. They're franchises, the same way that you've got franchisees for McDonald's or Wendy's. Each individual restaurant is actually part of like a network of franchise owners who buy the rights and the materials and everything from the actual company to have the software for the cash register, for getting you set up with the office space, store space, all that good shit, the graphics, all that shit. and you make your money that way. Apparently, according to corporate for Bricks and Minifigs, I'm just going to call them corporate for shorthand on this. They're saying that the original franchise owners for this store in Oregon, in fucking Oregon of all places,
All the way.
they're basically saying, "Oh no, these guys, they're trying to close their store by defaulting on the money that they owe for back money. So we're taking their entire inventory by."
Huh?
What? No.
Wait, you can't just do that.
Especially if
Aren't there rules? Like, if I go to a store, I'm not allowed to buy older cheese wheels. That's like, no.
No, it's seriously no. It's a big fat no. And what's worse is you've got a whole problem where where you've actually got a situation where the actual consignment form for the Mansell family and this Bricks and Minifig store, that consignment basically says that there's still the property of the Mansell family. It's just being sold through Bricks and Minifigs. Everybody gets a cut of the sales, but yeah, bada bing, bada boom. It's not the property of Bricks and Minifigs. They do not own it. All right, they're just the storefront for it. So what the hell? What are these guys over at corporate even trying to do? This is where the dispute between the Mansells and Bricks and Minifigs first began, as according to Law and Gorman, at least some of the Mansell family's remaining Lego collection was still present in the Salem, Oregon store when its owner's franchising agreement was immediately terminated by Bricks and Minifigs Franchising. Banff and the new owners of the Salem store stated that the Mansells' agreement was only with the previous owners, and they were not in possession of their collections. So what happened to it?
Where did it all go? Where did the plastic disappear to?
Who's got the
Interesting.
Who's got the Legos?
Suspicious.
Sussy as a motherfucker.
Very sus.
What the fuck?
Put on your thinking caps, people. It's about to get mysterious in here.
The Mansells believe that the new owners, Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson, have effectively stolen it, and this is what Reckless Ben set out to investigate. So, Reckless Ben's first video drops. Ben Schneider, better known as Reckless Ben, is an interesting guy. He started off his YouTube career by performing slacklining tricks. Slacklining is like tightrope walking, but on really bouncy rope. Oh my god, no. No, dude, what the shit? Ben apparently even broke a world record for doing the most flips on a slackline in 2021, while Snoop Dogg and Cody Rhodes threw bouncy balls at him.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Jesus!
I'd love to see that. That sounds hysterical.
How the fuck does Cody Rhodes figure into this, Jose? You should know.
Well, you see, it all began when he played fighting games when he was a child, and he said, "One day I'm going to play Guile in the Street Fighter movie." This has nothing to do with what I just said 5 minutes ago, but also, holy shit, Cody Rhodes is playing Guile in the Street Fighter movie.
Also, Jean-Claude Van Damme already played him by the time Cody was a child. But that's not.
Yeah, but
Who
Cody
cares?
has the hair.
Now he does.
He's got... Yeah, man.
So if you knew of Ben before his Lego-based work, that's likely because you've watched his videos about messing with the Church of Scientology or his investigation into the extreme horror attraction McCamey Manor. However, on May 21st, Ben suddenly became the internet's main character following the release of the first part of his investigation into the Mansell's missing Lego collection titled "I Tracked Down the Thief Who Stole $200,000 of Legos." So, this guy, he is known to be a rabble-rouser, a flim-flammer of people of higher repute.
He engages in minor amounts of tomfoolery.
Yes, just some chicanery from this guy. So, okay, we can respect this guy. God almighty, especially with apparently slackline walking. Jesus Christ. Let's see, the allegations. At this point, Ben's investigation mainly focused on the corporate side of Bricks and Minifigs franchising, when he wasn't trying to annoy Banff into submission by doing stuff like holding indoctrination ceremonies for its staff and raffling off the Mansell's Lego collection via a non-profit charity registered under his religion, which is named Scientology Sucks. Yeah, he's our kind of people. He's invited to the carne asada. All right, Ben was looking into the legal side of the Mansell family's consignment deal. It's important to note here that on the same day that Ben posted his first Lego investigation video on May 21st, Bricks and Minifigs Corporate released a statement addressing the Mansell family's claims. Quote, "It is vital to understand that Bricks Minifigs Corporate was not a party to the consignment with the store's original owners, nor were subsequent franchisees who took on the ownership of the Salem location. Corporate did not sign, approve, or authorize this agreement." So they're basically saying, no, this is strictly between you motherfuckers and the original owners who dipped out on us on the bill. So if you want the Legos, you go to them. They're the ones who may have it. We don't have it at all. I don't know what you're talking about. No, it gets so much dumber, folks. It's going to get so much dumber.
Of course it does.
So the point of contention...
God.
Point of contention between the Mansells and Banff at this stage lies with Crystal Law and Benjamin Gorman, the previous owners of the store in Salem, Oregon. Law and Gorman alleged that they made Bricks and Minifigs aware of the consignment deal when Banff Corporate ended their contract and kicked them out of the store via its new owner, Brandon Best. In November 2024, in fact, Law and Gorman have provided security footage from the night that Best appeared to inform them that their franchise contract had been terminated. This was enough proof for Ben to track down the new owner of the Bricks and Minifigs store in Salem, Oregon, and, in a bid to reclaim the Mansells collection, attempt to serve him with legal papers. So this dude, this Napoleon Dynamite looking boy, this freaking hardcore parkour, fake religion troll, he went ahead and said, you know what? I'll take the case. Why the fuck
I'll
you?
take the case.
Why the fuck you, though? No disrespect, but how is this your milieu, dude? I get it.
Well, you see, sometimes a man gets bored. And you know what they say about, what is it again? Bored hands are the devil's playthings. So sometimes when you get bored, you look around you and you see, you know what I have? A suit. I'm going to go get involved in an interestingly complicated law case involving several thousand pieces of lost Lego. You know, it happens. Sometimes you just get that idea in your head.
Maybe I would have taken it a little bit more seriously if he got his hands on a case of a Lego set, that is.
Hey, yo!
Very funny. So, oh my lord. So he decided to try to serve them with legal papers. All right. Good on him. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to try to stick up for the little guys, because the previous owner, this Law and Gorman couple, they have apparently no clue where this money is. They apparently have, rather, where this collection is. They claim that they were hurried out of the actual store, and they were basically locked out of it afterwards. So they barely had any time to clear out their own stuff. So that's a lot of he said, she said that's going around, but we'll get to the rest of that in a minute. On May 30th, Ben released the second part of his investigation titled, "I Got Arrested Because of Legos." In his first video, Ben alluded to
I'm sorry. That's just a line you just hear and you just go, I can't take this shit seriously.
No kidding. You can't take this shit seriously. Oh my god. Dear fucking cripes in heaven and earth. So, in his first video, Ben alluded to a greater story involving the American Forks Police Department in Utah, as he claimed the police are actively working with the thieves to cover everything up. Quite the dramatic accusation. So, I don't know. This is that's pretty solid right there. Holy shit. I don't know what to say to this guy. But why would the folks in Utah, why would they and the police department be involved in all this shit? But apparently he did get fucking arrested. I don't know why he did this shit. Apparently he did, but Jesus Christ. Of course, that's exactly why the story's become so big, as the second part of Ben's investigation has the overwhelming majority of folks following the saga on the internet convinced that American Forks Police Department is colluding with Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson, the new owners of the Bricks and Minifigs store in Salem, Oregon, to hamper Ben's investigation. According to Ben, the officers investigating the case are all members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, along with Best and Johnson, and are colluding in this scheme as a result of this connection. Mormons!
I'm sorry, what? The Mormons.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, a.k.a. Mormons.
Forgiveness stops. What the hell do the Mormons have to do with this? What does the Mormon church have to do with Legos?
No, angel.
Legos to Mormons.
That is two opposite ends of the spectrum.
You are not behaving the way Jesus would want you to.
And who was the fucking actual founder? Let's see here. Yeah, what was his freaking name? The dude who fucking actually founded Mormonism, Joseph Smith. There we go. And he was this dude who freaking and yes, you have South Park to blame for my knowledge of the Mormon faith. So
lol, lamau.
Yeah, so
it
blame
happens.
me later. So fucking what was it that he fucking made up this whole thing of, oh no, I have this prophecy from God, and he gave it to me in these magic gold tablets that I have to see inside a bag, and I need someone to translate them for me. And oh no, the bag is missing, and God has told me to give it to you all over again. Yeah, except I misplaced the original manuscripts. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to write it over.
What do you mean you lost the Dead Sea Scrolls? What do you mean you lost the Dead Sea Scrolls?
No, it wasn't Dead Sea Scrolls. It was like gold plaques or golden plates. Yeah, it was ancient golden plates that were revealed to him by an angel. Oh my god.
Yeah, all right, sure. That's the sad thing is, like, I haven't read so much about different religions. This is not even the craziest thing I ever heard.
So the thing that Reckless Ben is saying is the new guys who took over the Bricks Minifigs store in Oregon. Those guys are Mormons, and it turns out that the entirety of the American Forks, Utah Police Department are also Mormons. I don't know if you know this, but Utah is Mormon country.
So it seems.
What?
The Mormonite County of the Mormonite Police of the Mormon Church of the Mormon Species.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's legitimate over here, and according to demographics that you can find on Wikipedia, they make up somewhere around 3.3 out of the 3.3 million residents of Utah. How many of them? Let me see here. Yeah, apparently there's 2 to 2.2 million Mormons. So that's two-thirds.
That's a lot of Mormons.
So that's 2/3 of the state's population are Mormon.
That's a lot of Mormonite.
So this isn't a mathematical impossibility that these two dudes who are friends and who are running the store and an entire police department in Utah are all in the same faith. So maybe there's some shenanigans involved in there.
There's colluding. Are you implying that there is a conflict of interest here?
I'm not implying a damn thing. I'm saying... Hang on. I'm saying straight up. We've got some collusion on our hands. We've got we've got some involvement between a police department in some random fucktown in Utah and owners of a Bricks and Minifigs franchise store that operates in Salem, Oregon. All in the name of keeping a hold of a $200,000 Lego collection?
On one hand, that's a lot of dollars, but on the other hand, come on, man, it's fucking Legos.
It's fucking Legos, man. What the shit? Yo, what the hell? No, so it got crazy from there. Yeah, I know. It's like, how does it get crazier than Mormons here? During his attempts to serve Best and Johnson with legal papers in the state of Utah, Ben and his film crew were stopped, searched, and arrested by American Forks Police Department on several occasions. This includes his car being searched after police allegedly received a tip that it contained heroin, and his Airbnb being raided on suspicion that it housed the Mansell family's Lego collection.
Holy shit.
So they're basically saying, oh no, Reckless Ben is the actual thief. Go
we found drugs!
Seize him.
Wow.
I can't drink my Gatorade flavored freaking lemonade any angrier than I just did. Jesus fucking Christ.
This is becoming very quickly an episode of the Boondocks. One of those episodes. You know the one.
Yeah, this is
I know it's
wild.
one.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be a special
not
episode
something
because
you
Uncle
see
Rooker
every
shows up 5
day.
seconds in.
No, you don't see this shit every day. You see here,
Christ.
Ben also alleges in his video that several parts of the audio in the American Fork Police Department's body cam footage had been redacted to obfuscate their involvement with Best and Joshua. With Best and Joshua.
Yeah. Huh.
What the fuck?
Wow, look at that. All that footage just conveniently disappearing. Who could have thought this could happen?
But why? Oh my fucking god. On March 10th, 2026, Ben and several members of his film crew were arrested and formally charged with several crimes, including stalking, target picketing, and trespassing. However, Ben's case was reviewed by a judge and he was released on bail, only for the American Forks Police Department to issue another arrest warrant against Ben, which resulted in him fleeing to Mexico so he could avoid capture.
What?
What
Holy
the
shit.
hell?
Wait. What?
This situation is very quickly accelerating into a fucking heist movie.
No.
Legos, Jesus!
Oh my
A
fucking
man ran off to the land of tequila and bitches because the real bitches in the States were trying to fuck him over.
So the writer of the article punctuates this fucking paragraph with the perfect sentence here. Check it. Remember when this story used to be about a Lego Star Wars collection?
Yeah.
Oh my god, perfect.
Man, I love this JoJo part. We began looking for Legos, now we're running away from the corrupt police department because the Mormon
This
church
is a
full of
roller
bitches.
coaster.
Oh, this is great.
I can't take this shit.
Hell.
Oh my lord, let me get back at this. The wait for part 3. You may have assumed that, Ben's departure to Mexico would have hindered his ability to continue his investigation, but if anything, the juiciest parts of his story have dropped within the last 5 days. For instance,
Justice cannot be stopped by Mormons.
Bricks and Minifigs franchising issued a takedown notice against Ben's Patreon page earlier this month. In response, Patreon CEO Jack Conti told Bricks and Minifigs to stuff it, and that they could sue Patreon instead. Yay!
Of course.
Okay, I had no idea that Jack Conti, that the CEO of Patreon, is also a band member of System of a Down. You see this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Check out that sweet beard. What the fuck? That's
Wake up!
Everyone should put a little makeup. Yeah, no. So, likewise, Bricks and Minifigs franchising began the process of suing both Reckless Ben and Brian Mansell, accusing the two of creating a, quote, coordinated multi-platform campaign against the company that contains false accusations, fabricated claims, deceptive practices, and manufactured confrontations to extort money, racketeer, profiteer, and damage the plaintiffs and their business interests. Translation:
Holy
they're
shit.
making me look bad.
Yeah, the usual stuff. Lots of words to say, how dare you tarnish my already spotty reputation.
And on May
Wow.
And on May 30th, American Fork Police Chief Cameron Paul released a video addressing the allegations lodged against the AFPD, as well as explaining the mystery arrest warrant that had been issued against Ben. The video itself isn't that relevant, but the Dropbox link included in the description by AFPD's will be very relevant shortly. I strongly recommend that if you need some ASMR video, something to, soothe yourself as you go to bed, watch that fucking police chief's video. I strongly encourage you to watch his video because he speaks in a very soft sort of voice. He sounds as if he comes off as a representative for some form of gummy loaded with Valium. And he also speaks in a very stilted, almost theatrically so, way of speaking. And the fucking volume of his microphone is like so fucking low. It's nice and low for you to be able to soothe yourself to sleep.
Wow.
Oink oink, motherfucker. Anyway. No, Jesus. I wish I was making this stuff up. I actually saw parts of this guy's of that video, and so did you, Jose, right?
Yes, I did.
Even what's his face? We've got some of the bigger YouTubers out here actually covering this manic story. You've got Charlie, aka Moist Critical, even throwing his 2 cents in, bringing it over on the East Coast side. You've got Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudahar, everyone's favorite Indian Canadian tech support guy, getting in on this shit. And today, of all days, reaching nearly 1 million views already in the last 6 hours, CoffeeZilla. The YouTube gumshoe himself. The man.
I shouldn't be surprised that he got involved in this. I'm just surprised he jumped in like now.
Yeah, he's apparently had been at it for a while, and he was just he's only just now was able to release his findings as they were. So it's not that he was just jumping in for the sake of it. He's been in this for a little while, but CoffeeZilla is very known for taking his time, doing it right, investigating and deep diving as hard as he possibly can. So props to him. And of course, if you want to watch how his investigation went, it's a 53-minute video. Go ahead and watch CoffeeZilla. He is real peeps. So let me go ahead and continue over here. Jesus Christ. Let's see. The American Forks Police Department's unredacted body cam footage allegedly leaks online. Dun dun dun. So it's currently unconfirmed whether AFPD was hacked or if the footage was uploaded simply by a mistake. But on June 3rd, the Dropbox link included in in American Fork Police Chief Cameron Paul's video suddenly received an update, a new folder titled Unredacted Body and Dash Cam, which, as you may have guessed, seemingly contains the unredacted footage from Ben's interactions with the American Forks police officers. Soon thereafter, Reckless Ben released a video featuring the alleged unredacted audio. According to Ben, the leaked footage in question revealed 2 interesting unredacted conversations of note. A lengthy chat between AFPD officer and Joshua Johnson, in which the police officer protects Johnson from being served with papers from Ben, and a conversation between 2 officers after Ben's Airbnb was raided, in which the officers imply they have a prior relationship with the Airbnb's owner. Holy fuck. Everybody's in on this shit.
Yeah.
Damn. No, and
this is like one of those classics, like start putting the string together on the blackboard and just get this massive web of everybody's in on this. Everybody wants those damn Legos so bad.
It can't possibly be worth all this shit.
It's not about the money. It's about the plastic message.
I don't believe it. I just don't fucking believe that this shit.
This is the kind of shit that you think, like you see on like a conspiracy theory video. But no, this is all real, isn't it? We really have the fucking corrupted department of the state that is full of Mormons, protecting the church full of Mormons because they stole a bunch of Legos from a store in a completely different state, going as far as to make a dude run away to another country just so he can continue the investigation over the goddamn Legos. Please, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we are doing this over a big pile of tiny plastic bricks. You could potentially 3D print everything they stole.
So seems like it's fake, honestly, with how ridiculous it is.
God, this is dumb. This is dumb as shit.
I need a fucking drink. I'm going to take alcohol after I'm done tonight. After I'm done with
But it doesn't do anything for you.
Huh?
Your X Factor doesn't let you get drunk anymore, Juan.
That ain't gonna stop me from trying, okay? Fuck, man, Jesse Eisenberg.
It's like the beginning of the Deadpool 2 movies when instead of blowing yourself up, you're just drinking 3 million bottles of alcohol, and that's when you go, man, fuck the Mormons. I
don't even hate Mormons. I'm not even like a fucking like fuck the Mormons. I'm just like, you've already got goofy the Book of Mormon South Park shit going on with it. You've already got people clowning on them enough as it is. If I'm gonna clown on a religion, it's gonna be the Church of Scientology because A, they're not a religion, they're a cult, and B,
yes,
fuck you for turning Clearwater into a ghost town. So
God, I miss the days when you could see people walk through those streets. One day, we'll get that back one day, brother.
One day, brother.
One day.
One day.
One day,
But
we
not
will
today.
appropriate the jihad from them, and we will have our own fucking Besserit leading in a glorious crusade
Guys,
that will
we're
burn
already
the
in the
stars and dye the firmament in
Guys.
blood.
Angel, you're a good Catholic boy, yes?
Yes, I was raised by Catholics.
Then you also know that Pope Leo has actually issued he's actually issued a manifesto condemning AI and seeking for, and asking Catholics to seek out and purge the world of the evils of AI.
I'm just saying, the last time we had one of those, Jerusalem got pretty good taken over. I'm just saying, we could do it again.
So, I don't know. That sounds like the beginning of the Butlerian Jihad in Dune. So, no, fuck
There's
that noise.
Bolt, infidel.
Let's get back on this Kotaku article to help out.
Yes,
here.
sir.
On the Bricks and Minifigs part ways with Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson. How convenient. On June 4th, Bricks and Minifigs announced the immediate closure of its Salem, Oregon store, and that they'd reached a mutual agreement to part ways with franchise owners Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson due to a devastating social media campaign. We've been asking for documentation for a long time, said the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, Ammon McNeff. We'd asked Mr. Mansell and others and did not receive enough to give us a clear picture until recently, thanks to internal and external operations assistants and those who continue to stand with us, and we finally have enough to proceed with a resolution. And now that we do, Brian, we offer we continue our offer to sit down with you and prepared to discuss dropping the lawsuit against you. Let's go through the spreadsheets and point of sales data together and ensure that you are made whole monetarily and ensure that whatever Star Wars Lego was or remains in the Salem store, whether you identify it as yours or not, you can have it. Continue McNeff. We will ensure you are compensated for anything unaccounted for, including what Ms. Law/Gorman failed to compensate you for without your knowledge. We're ready when you...
Wow.
See, this motherfucker's trying to put the previous store owners and throw them under the bus.
Of course they are. It wasn't our doing. Yeah. We didn't completely screw you over. We're just trying to...
Anything.
We will compensate you for everything. Just please stop telling people that we're pieces of shit. They're starting to believe it.
Wow.
Oh, no.
See, because when you get to this point where there is so much culpability and basically when there is so much dirt on the ledger, you got two options. You continue pursuing this and risk all public opinion turning against you, which might lead to more complications like the federal government getting involved, and nobody wants that. Or you try to salvage the situation. What we see here is a very desperate attempt to salvage the situation.
Mm-hmm. No, it's getting worse and dumber than that, guys.
You didn't have to get to this point. Remember, guys, you never had to increase to this level. We didn't have to escalate this much.
So get a load of this. On the one hand, this is certainly closer to the outcome that the Mansell family were hoping for, but on the other hand, it's not quite the resolution that the internet clearly wants. Law and Gorman are still being thrown under the bus here, and it doesn't really address the suspicion surrounding the AFPD's interactions with Best and Johnson. So what the fuck is that? That's just being left out in the fucking dust? What the fuck? On the plus side, if you truly hate Bricks and Minifigs franchising, I do have some good news for you. The owners of Custom Minifigs, who are one of Bricks and Minifigs suppliers, announced that they're ending their business arrangement with Banff following the serious allegations issued against the company by YouTuber Reckless Ben. So go fucking figure. They're losing business, and this isn't the only bit of news that's showing that they're losing business.
Oh, no. Wait, no. Are you telling me all publicity is not, in fact, good publicity, Mr. Arouse?
God almighty. If only... Guys...
Wow, what a concept.
I know, this is so bizarre. I'm just trying to figure out what to say about this, because this is so unbelievable. This is so weird.
I know what to say about this.
What?
Your God's love is not unconditional.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just over here thinking, like, this is such a weird effect. Like, by Bricks and Minifigs trying to hide or trying to downplay the situation, they ended up bringing more attention to it than what if they had left it alone.
Ironically, that's something that I notice has been happening a lot in social media because it has become its own ecosystem, with its own habits. So when you notice that a corpo or a company or an organization,
I'm sorry, but I wish there was like a name for this, like Jose, Zayana, Dragonfang. Can you think of something? Because this sort of it's right on the tip of my God.
Hey, Juan.
I don't know. It's at the tip of my tongue.
Hey, Juan.
Yeah,
I
Dragonfang.
feel it.
I have to head to bed now. It is 11.
Okay.
That wasn't the word.
You've got work at 8 a.m. Oh my God, I'm so
Well,
sorry.
miss you, Chief. Please sleep safely and drive safely too.
And just try to come up with a name for this phenomenon for us if you can, will you? Never mind. That's just silly. I'm just doing silly talk.
Badoom-tish. But as I was saying, you notice that in this internet-filled world, whenever a company, an organization, or an institution tries to downplay an event, everybody's immediate and 99% of the time very accurate reaction is, "You're hiding some dirty shit, ain't ya?" Every time they try to downplay something, it only makes people go, now we gotta find out what it is. Because if you're taking the effort out of your busy corporate day to do this, it has to be important. So we have learned to recognize the pattern.
So according to the Reckless Ben video, which myself and Jose got to see portions of, one of the things that happened was that the reason why Reckless Ben was serving papers was involved. It involved this whole convoluted gag to try to have the owners of the Bricks and Minifigs, the new guys, the Mormon dudes, show up at the stores in order to receive the court papers, where the Mansell family is saying, "Hey, we're taking you to court. We actually want to try to get some reparations or restitution done for our missing collection." And the entire time, the employees that the Mormon boys got for that store were shouting harassment. They were calling police immediately, and they got trespassed. And Reckless Ben got trespassed out of that store. He's no longer able to.
Damn.
So that's why he went ahead and amped it up by going to these guys' hometown in Utah to try and serve them there. That's why he went and did this gag. And apparently, when all of this came up, Ben Menzel, no, not Ben Menzel, the son of the actual owner, the Mansell family, he actually had mentioned that Brian Mansell, there we go, that's his name, Brian. Jesus, he said that he was actually on the phone with the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs and said, if you try and take us to court, then if you try and reclaim this collection on your own, then we are going to drain you monetarily to the point where it's not worth the amount of money that you say that your collection's worth. So even though that was like a private conversation and it's anecdotal and you can't really take that as a fucking statement that can be used in a court of law, fucking that sounds to me like, okay, the motherfuckers know they have the collection and rubbing it in the actual owner's face.
Yeah,
so,
and the worst part is, even if they wanted to, they can't confess it, because if they do, then the owner he's on his right to pursue criminal charges because you stole his shit. And so they kind of walk themselves into a corner of either we compensate this guy, or you got three choices. Either you confess that you did it, in which case, congratulations, criminal charges, or you refuse to actually compensate him and try to hound him some more and ruin his life, in which case the public will keep going after you and you will lose more money. Or B, you give him a shit ton of money so he'll shut the hell up. The ironic thing is, by doing this, they're still most likely giving away more. He can potentially take them for more money than the thing is worth. If they're really going to compensate him for everything, he could send them a bill the size of fucking Utah itself.
Oh my Jesus.
I hope he does. I hope he walks up to that place with a fucking scroll and rolls it down the street for 7 miles.
Oh no, my dear friends, he's actually the actual lawsuit, which is the actual suit, is that Reckless Ben was trying to serve these guys was basically just, hey, we want the 200,000 or we want the Lego collection back. That's all it is.
Oh,
That's
all it's pretty simple. Just give me the fucking plastic.
Just
We
give
don't have to drag this any further. We could stop this anytime.
Give me the plastic and nobody gets hurt.
They're literally offering the easy way. Give us this or give us this, and we're good.
We could end this conflict right now. Everybody could walk away happy. And you may have time to, get on your knees and beg to God for the way you've been behaving, you hateful fucking sinners.
What's even weirder, what's even worse over here is that Bricks Minifigs is trying to get Reckless Ben and the Mansell family for over $1 million. They're trying to get $1 million out of this lawsuit in order to, and it's clearly a lawsuit to try and drill the Mansell family and to fucking punish them. And this lawsuit even comes with with a legitimate gag order on Reckless Ben, which I'm going to get to here for you guys in a minute. Let's see. Where is it? Here it is. Reckless Ben's final message, quote unquote. Dramatic subheading aside, there was a pretty big update in the story yesterday. On June 9th, Ben shared a new video simply titled Bad News. Turns out that on May 28th, BAM Franchising Inc. and pals filed a TRO, a temporary restraining order, against Ben, Brian Mansell, and a fella named Victor Nguyen with the Utah 4th Judicial District Court. We haven't really needed to cover Nguyen so far, but he made the silly fake influencer skit in Ben's first video in this whole saga. Honestly, I'm surprised BAMF included him in the TRO. So, at some point in the last 48 hours, Judge Tony Graff Jr. approved the TRO to be served via email, which means that it's now, in effect, Ben can no longer post the third and final part of his investigation, even though, in Ben's own words, Part 3 is finally finished. The real issue is that the Mansell family's GoFundMe, which stands at roughly $456,000 as of this writing, would be put at risk if he were to publish it. Quote, normally I would be like, screw the big guy telling me what to do. I'm going to do what's morally right. But in this situation, if I do that, then all my friends get screwed with this lawsuit and we lose all this GoFundMe money we raised, immediately.
Damn it.
So these guys have had a GoFundMe open. They have double the amount of the actual money's worth for the Lego collection. If this was really about the money, because apparently, Brian Mansell has said the reason why he sold all this or set up this whole sale, this consignment, whatever, in the first place was because his dad, Eric, the owner of the collection, was in poor health and he wanted to try and get some income in for him in order to make sure that his dad isn't terribly uncomfortable in his older age. So, I don't know about you, but that's a pretty good fucking reason to go ahead and try to reputably sell off this very valuable collection to people, using people who apparently, supposedly would have been worthy of public trust until fucking now.
Could have stopped this any time. We just gotta keep dragging it because it's not about the money anymore. It's about establishing dominance. And when power is threatened, people with too much pride in their hearts tend to get a little too ahead of themselves.
That's the latest update, but let's be real, it's definitely not going to be the final one. I think we'll definitely still see Part 3 of Ben's investigation at some point in the near future. Call it an educated guess or a hunch, but releasing it sounds like a pretty reckless thing to do if you catch my drift. Ha!
You know what? He should wait until they get the money for their GoFundMe and get everything in order, and then he should release it anyway.
You know what? You know what they actually ought to freaking do? Oh my god! I actually have the court records. Oh my god!
Oops!
Oopsie.
Oh no! I tripped, and all these court records just fell out of my pockets. Who could have possibly imagined?
Oh dear me! Oh dear me! Did I just put the link to the Proton Drive link in our chat so people can see this and download this information and see for themselves? Did I? Oh no! Oh dear me! Oh my! Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
Here's the funny thing about the law. Just as the big guy has many ways to screw you, you have many ways to screw them back. And sometimes the simple power of public opinion can change it. Don't forget, in fact, you know what? Let's try to calculate this. How much money do you think they lost on people getting their idea of the story and basically going, I am never going to that store again?
Oh, they're losing so much money. You guys are going to love this. You ready? I'm about to hit you with a fucking blitzkrieg of these. Get this shit. Okay, let me fucking pull this one up. From The Oregonian. That's literally the name of a fucking newspaper. The Oregonian. The Oregonian. Oregonian. The Oregon newspaper. Fuck. Published Monday, June 8th. Kaiser Lego reseller closes after viral video claimed $200,000 collection theft. And that was written out by Griffin Irvine Brown for The Oregonian. There we go. So, like, this completely unrelated Bricks and Minifigs location in Kaiser, Oregon is closing off. So that's one store gone. Let's see, a series of viral.
Oh, that's a lot of dollars just flying out of my pockets right now, going somewhere else.
It's hysterical over here. A series of viral YouTube videos about an Oregon man's missing Star Wars collection, Legos collection, pulled a toy resale franchise in Kaiser into a 2-state legal and internet entanglement that resulted in the store's closing. Is that that has nothing to do with the actual store? The actual store is in Salem, Oregon. This is Kaiser, Oregon. Wrong city. What the fuck, people? Okay. If that doesn't fry your kielbasa, check this shit out. Central Coast, California. Central fucking Coast. This is a fucking another one for the Central Coast. Only Bricks and Minifigs location says that it has received calls related to a viral alleged consignment dispute involving about $200,000 worth of rare Legos, Star Wars Lego sets at a location in Kaiser, Oregon. At KSBW, Action News Channel 8, and the headline on that reads, Central Coast Bricks and Minifigs gets calls amid viral Oregon Lego dispute. Apparently this deals with the same fucking store, but this is being covered over the fucking place.
Yeah, no, see, that's the best part. It doesn't matter what you do now, you fucked up. The story has gone public. You are being exposed as being this big, bad religious organization that are so petty that not only do you steal from a guy, you're doing everything in your power to try to stop him from revealing the truth. No. And now everybody knows the truth anyway.
No, the religious part of this guy, that's just a icing on the cake for Reckless Ben's conspiracy theory is why the cops were working with those franchise owners. So
I mean, it is plausible when the entire state follows the exact same church.
2/3 of the state, but who's counting?
It might be a flimsy connection, but the difference between the conspiracy theory and reality is like what, 3 months now?
Just a little bit now, yeah. No,
yeah.
Let me see here. Okay, thank you, Pakistani Time Tribute. Jesus. No, but the Sacramento Bee, get this. The Sacramento Bee, Sacramento, California. Boom. And this was done last week, June 6th. Headline on it reads, Sacramento Bricks and Minifigs will close for 1 week after staff received threats of harm. There are people calling the wrong Bricks and Minifigs to threaten the wrong people over this shit.
Yeah, see, that makes me sad because these people had nothing to do with that.
Like, man, I just work here. That makes you an accessory. Watch your ass. Yeah, no, like I said, this is how you know that it doesn't matter what they do, they're screwed up. Because the situation has escalated to the point that the public knows and the public is getting involved. Once again, the
public remembers too.
Let us take a moment to remember how much of this situation could have been avoided if they had just gone, okay, shit, our bad, here's the set, we actually... Just make up a fucking story, man. Just say that it was sold to somebody by accident. Make up anything. I mean, you're already stealing. What's a little lying to add to the list of sins you gotta confess for? You fucking prick!
Hey, folks.
You know, if they just gave back the money or gave back the thing, this would be all over. They would have saved themselves a lot of money and a lot of headache.
This could have been... All of this could have, should have, would have been avoided. But somebody decided to get all proud.
Proud of themselves.
They got greedy.
Nerve.
Well, you know what they say about pride being usually the fall, something about falling.
Guys,
say the fall. Ruby Volume 10. Where the fuck is it?
Willie Mays.
But wait, there's more. Of course there is.
Columbus, Ohio, the Columbus Dispatch posted yesterday on the Columbus Dispatch, written by Lily Malone. Ohio Bricks and Minifigs stores facing hate over Oregon Lego conspiracy. So there are 2 stores in Powell, Ohio, and Westerville, Ohio. At least 2 Bricks and Minifigs locations in Central Ohio have received hateful comments and phone calls after an unrelated location in the Pacific Northwest recently made national headlines over a dispute involving a large Lego Star Wars collection. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god.
Man, I miss the days when the most heated the Star Wars discussions got is if the prequels were good or not. Now we got fucking like borderline international crimes happening over the Lego sets, bro.
Why not? We've
I
got
never thought it
international
would
crime.
happen to Lego sets. Like, what the heck?
It's funny
Why
because
not?
you
We
think
have
Lego
to-
sets is one of those hobbies that stays in the background of your mind. It's like an aspect of American culture that you hope to God just remains exactly the way it is. But alas, nothing remains pure in this untouched, dirty world.
Guys, I wish I was surprised, but then I remember we also have international and domestic crimes over Pokemon cards.
We have
True.
Fucking scalpers, bro.
who we have actual people who commit crimes over Pokemon cards. Do you remember the fucking Van Gogh Pikachu cards a couple years back? People were
Yes.
fucking trying to steal them and
Yes.
resell them and shit.
Grown-ass men and women doing this crap, dude. Grown-ass, adult-ass adults.
Way to set
Bill-paying
examples
adults
for
doing this
kids.
shit.
Guys, there's legitimately a website or like a channel on social media called Poke Streets. Do you know what Poke Streets does?
It's the hood, but for Pokemon cards.
It's a fucking channel that aggregates found footage, like personal phone camera footage of grown-ass motherfuckers getting into fights over Pokemon cards at school.
Okay, I'm gonna find that channel and I'm gonna subscribe. I want to see that shit now.
No, the
Poke
fuck
Streets.
you don't. Have some respect for yourself, Jose Angel Mendez. God
I ain't
damn,
got
Skylar.
Robert, let me tell you something. Respect is for the educated men. I have no education. I graduated college, for God's sake.
That is education. Higher education.
There it is, and Jesus Christ. It really do be like this. It really do be like this, ain't it?
It really do be like this.
They have their own Instagram. This makes me even sadder.
I wish I could. I just.
There's an entire like underbelly of the most pathetic black market in history, and it's the black market of scalpers selling you children's products at the highest price imaginable. Fun fact: there was a report I read a while ago of a store that basically went, you know what? Just because scalpers are being dicks about it, we're going to put all the Pokemon cards here, but we're going to cut open the packages. So their
make them
value is lost forever.
To make them worthless in the resale market.
We will take away the zeros from this NFT. So the kids who actually want to buy the damn cards can just buy the damn cards.
Exactly. Jesus fucking Christ. This is a fucking travesty. This is a mess. Now, get a load of this. I did mention CoffeeZilla earlier because he is everyone's most trustworthy internet gumshoe there is. He brought down Logan Paul's crypto zoo shit. He pointed out the ridiculousness of the NFTs and the crypto shit that's been going on over the last few years, including shit that even Donald Trump and his entire family has got involved in. The fact that he's done this and hasn't ended up floating on top of the East River in New York with terminal lead poisoning in his skull is a fucking miracle by now. So CoffeeZilla, his entire video investigation, he went in and he was trying to pin down where the location of the actual Legos could be. I don't want to try to sound as if I'm trying to take views away from him or nothing, but I did watch his video beforehand, and you can watch it yourself and corroborate. I just want to give you a TLDR on this. Number one, he was first trying to compare the notes of every involved party's understanding of the actual monetary value of the Lego collection, because the initial post that claimed that it was worth $200,000 was a social media post that the original franchise owners of the store, the ones that they're trying to throw under the bus, are saying that they stole, they had put out an advertisement. They put out a social media post saying, hey, come check out this display, this collection. If you want to purchase part of it, come see it today for this one day only. This is a very valuable Pokemon. Sorry. Look what you did to me. Fucking. This is a very valuable Lego Star Wars collection worth over $200,000. And we would like you all to be able to take a look at it and see if you want to take a piece of it home with you and help a good cause and help a good neighbor of yours. Right? So that was where the first initial claim was. What CoffeeZilla managed to parse out is that even if you want to be super, super generous with the valuations of the collection, then and if you want to actually give in at the dollar value of $200,000, remember that was done in 2024, and by the time the franchise owners got switched out by the Mormon boys, they'd already sold a sizable amount of the collection. So they'd sold a little less than half of the collection at that time. It's even at the beginning of this freaking Kotaku article, right? How much did they say they sold? Like $50,000 worth or something like that? I don't remember. The point is, what he concluded was that there is a discrepancy in the ballpark amount of between $80,000 to $130,000 worth of Legos still missing.
Jesus Christ!
Actual dollar amount.
All this money for that.
Legos.
All this money for fucking Legos. It's bizarre as hell. It is bizarre as a motherfucker, guys. And so that was one of the conclusions that he came to. And let me see here. Yeah, and so what CoffeeZilla had also concluded is that that there's definitely not with the original owners. He managed to conclude that he managed to actually get the information out of the original owners. He actually got to speak with the original franchise owners. He spoke with one of the Mormon boys. And actually, no, he didn't get to speak with one of the Mormon boys. The other two people he spoke with are the two brothers who are CEO and CFO of Bricks Minifigs franchising. So he spoke with them to try and get all this information corroborated. Allegedly, according to the CEO, one of the Mormon boys showed up in a rented car the night of in November 2024 to close up the shop and take ownership and take possession of the keys and kick the other owners out. He was trying to say that the Mormon boy saw that, what's her face, Crystal, the lady in that partnership, she was walking off with a cart of an unusually large cart with her jacket draped over it. So, trying to imply or heavily infer, quote unquote, wink nudge, that she was trying to quietly steal the collection out from under everyone's nose. What Crystal and the other owner, the original owners, what they had mentioned is that no, the Mormon boy didn't show up in a rented truck or a rented car. He showed up in a U-Haul. In a fucking U-Haul truck.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's suspicious. Suspicious. Immediately suspicious.
Dangerously sus.
Especially when you consider that he was trying to rush them out of their own fucking building, out of their own fucking store after closing everything out. And
a U-Haul truck.
Yeah, fucking crimes were about to happen that day.
CoffeeZilla tried to ask the CEO about the U-Haul truck. He said, "Oh, no. That wasn't for this location. That was involving moving stuff around at a different location that was 3 weeks earlier in the last week of October 2024, and that had nothing to do with this. They must be confused. They must.
Oh yes, I too rent U-Haul trucks 3 goddamn weeks before I start moving anything.
Sure.
And to which CoffeeZilla basically said, okay, then he actually legitimately did on the fucking video essay. He did the magnify and enhance on the footage frame of the security cameras of the store.
And what's this?
Yeah, he says, okay, there's a red pickup truck, pitch black in the middle here. What the fuck is this over here in the corner? Big fat fucking U-Haul truck. He even managed to track.
So what is that again about? This was for another thing 3 weeks ago. Are you sure?
You sure about that?
It enhances it even more.
Are you sure about that?
Jesus, they could at least try to be subtle about this stupid shit. See, this is the attitude of somebody who's used to getting away with shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not even bothering hiding it, just assuming that they can just sort of soft push their way into doing whatever the hell they want, and then the consequences come. Surprise, dumbass. Now the whole world knows you're a piece of shit.
So this is how, these were some of the bigger takeaways that are in CoffeeZilla's video. So, folks, go ahead and give him a view, but then again, he doesn't really need the views. Give us more views. Watch us more. We are the Ravens Flock, and we have less views than CoffeeZilla. Watch us.
Help.
No, but in honesty, another element that he brings up was he did get some inside information from an alleged former employee at the Bricks Minifigs who used to work under the original owners. And this person was trying to say, oh no, the original owner, they're sus as hell because of how all this stuff is going on. But that had nothing to do with how they were actually operating. They ran their store upright. And
as far as you know, there's no criminal charges or complications. It's just a regular store.
No, that's exactly it. There aren't any sort of complications or nothing like that. It's like this whole, the way that these guys operated is sus as hell, according to this alleged former employee. But now these guys don't even, the Mormon boys don't even work or own the Bricks and Minifig store or operate it anymore. It's permanently closed now. So, where did the inventory go? Where did the Legos go?
I wonder.
Still waiting for those damn Legos to show up somewhere in the story. This whole thing started with a pack of Legos. Please remember that.
A collection of Legos. It's a sizable
keep reminding
collection.
our audience.
I need you guys to remember this whole thing happened because of Legos.
Because of
Legos.
a children's toy collection.
This is
all
a toy
of this used to be
for
a children's
children, my dude. Oh, this ridiculous obsession with taking things that made for children and turn them into some bizarre museum piece only to be admired and never play. You know what those things are supposed to be? Those are for children to play with, man. Those are supposed to be used for kids to enjoy themselves, build dumb shit, and then leave it on the floor for you to step on and question why you ever noticed at your wife in the first place. But the point is that they're supposed to be there for a reason. And now here we are turning, like we are acting like this is the fucking Maltese Falcon. No, it's a pile of plastic.
It's a really big pile of plastic, Angel. It's a $200,000 pile of plastic.
Yeah. Why? Why is it $200,000 again?
Because plastic go click.
Well, there you go. I'm just saying, we live in a society, where you could just 3D print this crap. We assign this value to these Lego packets because
You do not want to try and 3D print Legos.
I never said you had to. I said you could.
Do you know
I'm not condoning it. I'm saying it can be done. And I'm saying that we assign this value to these things because they are rare, but they're not supposed to be. It's like the comic book industry. Just those issues were to be read and stashed somewhere, not to be kept inside a packet forever. You know, it feels like the collection industry for certain toys or like artifacts is like the opposite of its true original purpose. What's the point of a book if I can't read it?
Seriously.
Yeah, that's actually how a lot of special edition books are doing it.
Nonsensical
Except for me,
garbage.
I buy the books. I will read them. I also buy them because they're pretty. But I'm going to read them.
The hell out of that book, and if it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. It dies for a good reason.
No, special editions I take very good care of.
Well, yeah, the point is, I'm reading a damn book
that I've literally almost destroyed because I've read it so many times.
Based.
But that's what Legos are supposed to do. You're supposed to have fun, and then sometimes you end up mixing them with other Legos, and then you no longer remember which Legos go where, but it's fun because now you can make more stuff.
Yes.
That's the point.
The entire point of Legos is, like, what's their slogan? It's something about imagination or whatever. Let me see
You
here.
can create anything.
Yeah,
Something like that?
rebuild the world. Only the best is good enough. So
Actually, wasn't the whole point of the Lego movie, like the whole thing was like a metaphor for a man who's become so obsessed with his toys that he basically uses them as a model instead of actually playing with the damn things?
what did he say?
Even though they're for ages 8 and up, even though they're for ages what and up, children and up.
They're
5 and up.
no, they're for ages 2 and up, 2 to 99.
Yeah.
I have to put it there.
Does that mean that if I get to 99, I'm legally not allowed to play Legos anymore? I touch one set, the cops just tackle me to the ground and kill me.
I fucking have no idea, but go ahead.
Actually, they did rise it. They what was it? They rose it to include over 100 years old because a guy hit 100 years old. He's like, does that mean I can no longer play with Legos? So they raised
And the Lego company's like, no, be gone from my sight.
Nope, they rose it. They're like, no, you can still play with Legos.
No, I think I remember hearing about that. Oh my god, Ulysses Fartknocker had been in the chat this whole time. He only managed to put one comment in. KFC needs to name a sandwich after this because the double down does begin to cover how much Bricks Minifigs has refused to play ball. Holy shit. Yo,
It is what it
Ulysses
is.
Fartknocker, I apologize. I didn't see you earlier because the chat was still set to top chat instead of live chat. So I apologize.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Sorry about that, Ulysses. But yeah, the thing that gets me about this is how pointless this is. We're doing a fight over a stupid Lego set of... It's a pile of bricks, man. This thing is only 200,000 because there's not enough of them. Even though, you know what the ironic thing is? All it takes is the Lego Corporation going, hey, we're going to reprint that set and put it back in circulation. And this thing's value drops to like $20.
Yep.
Remember Tour Guide to the Underworld?
Oh, yes, I do.
That card was going for $400 to $500 on eBay. And then Konami just went, hey, guys, you do know that in the next expansion, we're going to make that thing like a rare common. You can just find it on random packs. And oops, the price went down to near nothing. The only thing that keeps this thing rare is the rarity. The second that the company pulls out another set, it's Jober.
That's the one thing that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game has over the other card games like Magic and Pokemon, that they do set up a shitload of reprint sets in order to keep the value of the cards somewhat fucking reasonable.
Yeah, of course, there are still some very expensive cards right now out there, but those cards are usually very rare, or ultra rares, or ghost rares, or those are the, there's a reason they are rare, and it's not for gameplay reasons. It's because of you want to collect them. The reason why Tour Guide for the Underworld went so fucking hard on the price is because it was very useful for the current meta play at the time. So it wasn't just a rare collectible, it was just a card that everybody wanted to have. So Konami's like, we're not doing that. So there are still collectibles, rare cards are there. Lord knows the price of a fucking magical circle is heavy as hell. But it's not because it's good for playing the game. It's not because it affects the balance of the game. It's just because you want to have a rare card. That's it.
It's so beautiful. It's just for fucking fun, people.
Hell, magical circle went from $60 to $3.
There's only one card that I would like to see in person.
What's that?
The original Seal of Orichalcos card that was printed illegally by Upper Deck.
Ah, the one that only the judges got to use. Let me see that.
Yeah, let me show you all this. And I'm going to show you
need to
just
get
for
a
fun.
Dark Magician Girl one.
What was Dark
You
Magician?
can just, ironically, you can just buy Dark Magician Girl on like Amazon right now. It's like $2.
No, I know that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm like, I need my favorite girl.
No, but this is what I'm talking about. This is the illegally printed Seal of Orichalcos card that was printed out by the Upper Deck judges. Its valuation is $80,000.
Yeah, because they only make like 40 of those cards.
Exactly. It's not an actually sanctioned card. Like, see, it even says it right here. Not an official Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG card. Limited edition Seal-N001. This spell card is impervious to negation, destruction, and removal. Increase the attack power of all your monsters by 500. You control a back row of monsters that cannot be attacked while a monster is in the front row. Send this card from your hand to the graveyard to negate and destroy any card. The soul of whichever duelist loses this duel is forfeit to the winner.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, they made like 40 of those cards, and then they just gave them away to collectors. The people who won the tournament, and those people decided to put it online. But see, that card, it makes sense why it's so stupidly expensive, because it's like those are like one of a kind things, you know. The actual zero body calcos, you can find it for like $2.
You legitimately can. Like, check it.
So yeah, the rarest cards are not the best ones for gameplay. They're just rare because they're fancy collectible items. That's all.
It's just legitimately fucking like right there for like $4. Seal of Orichalcos, easy. Like as seen on TV, fucking whatever. But
it's actually pretty funny. I could potentially just grab like $20 and make my perfect Dark Magician deck. I genuinely could just get all those cards right now.
And that's the beauty of it, because it's about the play of the game. People forget this is a card game. Yes, you can trade the cards. Yes, the cards are collectible to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is value to the inherent collectability of them. But it is still a card game. Take that with
children's card game.
It also doesn't help that now that what was the name of Jesus? I haven't played it in forever. The Duelist game from the Steam. What is it called? Master Duel. Yeah, Master Duel makes it so a bunch of people don't even have to buy the cards anymore. They if they spend money on Master Duel, is to get like little cosmetics, like pets, or like card covers or fields or stuff like that. And it does save you a lot more money than the actual game. Like, you don't have to play the game anymore. If you still want to play in person, sure. But Konami understands that most people don't want to spend thousands of dollars on cards that they might never get to use. So, hey, here's the digital game. Enjoy it if you want to. And if you want to get yourself some rare collectibles and you got the cash, help yourself.
I tell you, the day that Wizards of the Coast starts deciding, fuck it, we're going to reprint Pokemon and Magic, I swear to God, fucking Hindenburg, the fucking market is just gonna 90-degree fucking, what is it, Gwazi, whatever the fuck, I don't remember.
I forgot the name, but I know exactly which one you're talking about.
It's a children's card game. Now let's watch Yugi send people to the Shadow Realm for losing this children's card game. Ulysses, thank you for that. I appreciate you coming back on.
Are you talking shit like I wouldn't cheat in this game either?
And the same goes with Legos. Even you mentioned it. I was going to mention it. Zayna was going to mention it. Ziana was going to mention it. We were all mentioning it. If you saw the Lego movie, the little moral of the story is like the grown man, Will Ferrell, who's the dad, is fucking like so consumed with having his perfect collection just as it is that he forgets to play. That he forgets to fuck around with the stuff to have fun. God damn it, I'm going to throw this shelf.
Fun fact, one of the rarest cards in the entire game of... You know Magic the Gathering, right?
Yes.
Of course.
So Magic the Gathering specializes on resources. You use your cards to build resources of a specific color, so you can actually summon cards in particular. The most iconic and valuable card in the entire game is called the Black Lotus. The Black Lotus is free. You don't have to use anything to cast it. And it adds 3 mana of a single color of your choice to your mana pool. Then it's discarded. Tapping this card can be played as an interruption. For comparison's sake, imagine if I had a Pot of Greed that was a quick play and it let me draw 3 cards.
That's beautiful.
That's how powerful it was. Now, as you can understand, that card was so powerful that the second it got printed, it immediately became illegal in tournament play. Right now, you can buy it from the $120 to $200. You don't have to, but it's there as a collectible. It also doesn't change that there is very few of them in answer circulation. So depending on how it goes, you can find them between $60,000 to $400,000.
Check it. I pull it up on
Wait,
eBay.
Pot of Greed?
No,
the
Black Lotus from Magic the
Black
Gathering.
Lotus, okay.
It is the most broken card in the entire game, and it became illegal the second it came out because they went, wait a second. This is literally the perfect card. It has no downsides. Anybody wants this card.
Look at this shit. $700,000 is actually the highest price anyone's fucking trying to get here. There's another that's $488,888.88.
That's like a price of a really, really nice house.
For the record, that card is in what is called the reserve list. It cannot legally ever be reprinted. Not only can it not be played, they are not allowed to even make more copies of the damn thing.
Why?
That means that one day, if all those copies are destroyed or over time, it will never be again. It is literally a limited time resource. It's a card that it is not legally allowed to exist.
To be duplicated. The only time that the Pokemon trading card game, from my knowledge, ever went to that stage of trying to do reprints was the base 2 expansion set. Do you remember that, Jose?
I think I do.
Yeah, it was literally just a reprint set, and instead of it being from the base set, and then you had Fossil, and then you had what was it, Jungle expansion?
Yeah.
The expansion that they that I'm referring to as base 2 is what it's called, and it's literally just reprint of base 1 combined with Jungle and Fossil. Like those are like some of the original fucking booster sets that they had, and they said, okay, we're gonna reprint this one time. To my knowledge, they have not done a reprint set of an expansion set of any kind since then. What the fuck, man? I don't understand. Why are they artificially creating this psychotic market for the valuation of the cards, unless it was to try to raise the prestige of the game, resulting in additional funding from the fucking
That's right.
Fuck.
The answer always, anytime you question why they make these decisions, you ask yourself, which path will this lead to them making more money? That's it. That's what it gets there. Unfortunately, we're also getting to midnight, so I gotta step out already because I also gotta work tomorrow.
I'm gonna wrap you guys up in that case. Angel, go ahead and give us your final thoughts on this. I know we sidetracked over to trading cards, but the spirit of this is all the same. But please go right ahead.
I hope they get fucked even harder for this. I hope this shit haunts them to the ends of the earth, and I hope their reputation never recovers. Because they tried to screw over one guy, and when that didn't work, they tried to screw him over even harder. I hope they pay for that shit for the rest of their lives, and when they eventually die, I hope the Lord has some words for their attitude. You don't fucking make your life all about a church and then go around shitting on the Lord's name by behaving like this. I may not know the intricacies of the Mormon church compared to the Catholic church, but I know for the fact that God looks down on liars and thieves.
Mormonism notwithstanding, I'm glad to see your crusading fervor is not too far from your heart, Angel. This really
of course not.
This really is much more to do with the fact that these guys are running a shady company.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And for that, they deserve to pay their damn dues. But remember, everything bad that happens to them from this point on, that's their own damn fault. They brought this upon themselves.
Oh my God, you're not wrong. All right, Angel. I'm gonna go ahead and let you peace out, Angel. We'll see you next time, and go the fuck to sleep. Just like Dragonfang.
You will.
The fuck to sleep.
Goodbye, friends, and thank you for your time. I'll see you all in the future.
All right, see you then.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, Dragonfang went to bed, so Zayana rose. Go ahead and give us your final thoughts. That's not Zayana rose, that's Jose's face. By all means, go ahead, please.
It's a motherfucking children's toy. Why does this keep happening? Like, seriously, I never would have expected from Legos. Like, yeah, you know, collectors, because, you know, you like to put it together and then you display it. Okay. I didn't know it was getting this, you know, to the point where, wow, it's worth a shit ton of money. Like, really? And then they steal it? Like, I'm sorry, they're deserving all the threats and everything. Like, dude, just admit you fucked up. Admit you fucked up, give them the damn collection back or the money, and be done with this. Otherwise, you are literally going to ruin your business
irreparably,
completely, like permanently. Like, no one's ever, like, they see your name, you know, like the people who are what's their names again? The ones who own it.
Bricks and Minifigs. Oh no,
Yeah.
you mean the
No, like the owners of them.
Oh, the Mansell family.
Yeah. People are gonna hear that name and be like, didn't you do this before? Yeah, no, I'm taking my business somewhere else. They
Oh
will
no,
literally
Mansell, they're the family that got robbed. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you're talking about the
Yeah, no, no, the people who own
the
the
Bricks and
company that
Minifigs
stole.
company.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Tho- well, those people, whenever they hear their names, people are gonna go the other way. They're like,
Yeah.
wait, I
Ammon
heard about
McNeff.
this. Well, no, bye.
Ammon McNeff. There we go. That's his
Yeah,
name. And
like
the reason why they've gone to Utah this whole fucking time is because that's where the corporate headquarters for Bricks and Minifigs
no,
is. So go figure. That explains a lot. Sorry, go ahead.
I still think this is fucking ridiculous. I'm like, really?
It's
I guess I'm just really getting a little jaded because like it's happening so much with everything we used to grow up with. People are turning it into a crazy collection instead of it just a fun collection. I mean, it happened to Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic the Gathering. Like everything is now starting to be elitist and everything. It's like,
it's
why
a
can't we literally just have fun with
it's a
this shit?
shopping
And then
market
you
is
step on a
what
Lego and then you regret your entire existence, but then you still want to play it.
like it's all it's like everything's commodified. Our hobbies, like yeah, it's fun and yes, there's a market for it. And yes,
Greedified.
yeah, it's been greedified. There, think that's an excellent fucking term.
No, I have a curse for them.
Eh,
May every step you take be on top of a Lego.
preach it.
Yeah.
So mote it be.
I should say Legos, not just one Lego. Legos.
Legos, multiple, more
May the
than
path
one.
ahead of you be filled with Legos.
So you mean so it's legitimately like mate we're willing this into the internet. So Ammon McNeff
And
and his
that you
brother
could
Matt.
feel them even when wearing shoes.
If I had like the Eye of Agamotto or whatever, I'd be doing some Sorcerer Supreme shit up in that shit.
Remember, this is one of our worst curses when we were kids. I hope you step on a Lego.
Oh, you take that back. I won't. Yeah. Oh my fucking lord. Thank you, Zayan. I appreciate you for this. Jose, your final thoughts over here, please. Let's get y'all wrapped up for the night, guys. Jose, go ahead.
It's fucking Legos for crying out loud. Oh my god. Anyways, obvious stupidity notwithstanding. No. I have already lost a couple of my brain cells earlier this morning when I was doing research on this. Thanks, by the way. No, the shit is absolute fucking insane, and the fucking bastards who are in charge of Bricks and Minifigs, they are so
yeah, Ammon McNeff and his brother Matt.
They are so vile. They are like, this is vile, evil, freaky, culty, like mafia, nearly like borderline mafia style bullshit from them. It is so fucking diabolical. Like,
and needlessly so.
Needlessly so. Like, and the more you read into it, like, God almighty, man. No. I want to see this shit fail. I want to see this shit fail on them. And I really want them to get their comeuppance somehow. I don't know how. Don't ask me specifics, but I want them to get their fucking just desserts. Because this is fucking evil, man. This is really fucking, like, we're transcending into cartoon villain evil. Or TV soap opera evil. I don't know, depending on your worldview.
Jose, I don't really think getting their just desserts would be all that hard. I mean, after all, even though you can't play Just Desserts because it's currently on the ban list, the trap card Just Desserts is available to purchase on eBay for about $2.50.
One, die in a fire.
No. I'm Sagittarius. I'm a fire sign. That's not going to work on me.
Oh, well, that just means you're full of horse shit anyways.
I also know how to shoot straight. And I happen to have a bow and arrow set in the closet here.
Okay, watch out. Anyways, no. Getting back to the story. Yeah, no, I mean, and all this for what? For fucking Legos? For fucking like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. I thought the scalpers of Pokemon were ridiculous, but this is a whole new level. Those are my thoughts on this. Now, giving the ball back to you, Juan.
Appreciate it there. Thank you. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll close you off from the stream over here and mute you off, and I'll give my final thoughts here. Okay. We struck on a nerve on all this because there's so many different messed up themes and messed up problems that have been coming up within our nerdy little world that is all embroiled in this fucking story. You have a corporation basically waving their dick at somebody. You have police corruption, a possible religious connection that binds the bunch of them. So go bloody figure there. You have a family trying to help an elderly member of their family not be uncomfortable or ill, or and try to live in some manner of peace. You've got the commodification, the greedification, like Zayon had coined, of our hobbies, our interests, our the things that bring us joy as when we were children, to fucking have some fun in this world. It's all built in and folded into this glorious and terrifying fucking cobblestone mishmash that is bizarre to look at, bizarre to try to hold, because you don't know which side is the right side. Either you have it on its side or have it upright. It's like a bad set of mixed-up jumbled Legos that you just smushed together. And it hurts, because every single corner is exposed. Every single goddamn corner of the Lego set is exposed. So it's poking right in the center of the palm of your hand. It pokes you, and it pokes you in your brain. It's poking my brain. The Legos are poking my brain here, for God's sake, and this is bullshit. Sadly, that's the world that we live in now. And however this story unfolds, there's going to be some repercussions in the coming months. However this turns out, I have no idea. I know CoffeeZilla, he is a much more qualified investigator than I could ever hope to be. He's got access to better resources, and he has the ability of doing this stuff as a hobby, as a living. So he can do this stuff, and he can help hunt the truth down. The only thing I can do, the only thing we can do here at the Ravens Flock, is try to make this digestible for folks so that you can stay abreast of these situations and know about it and learn about these things. Because the first step to solving any problem is admitting that there is a problem. And however these problems turn out, you better believe that we'll cover it right here on this show, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arouse. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe to the follow button, ring the notification bell, stay up to date on all of our content, become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. For Jose Casabona, Angel Mendes, Dragon Fight Cosplay, Zero Rose Cosplay, I am Juan Arouse. This has been the Black Files.